We've got 4 matches down and 4 matches to go in the first round of the Ultimate Team Schmoedown. And so far, we've had pretty much everything in round 1. We've had teams that are super serious and super competitive, and we've got teams that just simply don't give a damn. We've had very competitive and close matches, and we've had annihilation, Jim. Total, complete, absolute annihilation. So what are we going to get in this match? Well, who knows? Today we've got Shazam, William the Beast Bibiani, and the Kid Brendan Meyer taking on the movie guys of Adam Witt and Paul Preston, Mr. Star Nipples himself. So, who's going to come out on top in this match, in match 5 of round 1 of the Ultimate Team Schmoedown? Well, let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going into match number 5. We are officially going into the halfway point of the first round. And to be frank, the first 4 matches didn't quite have the competitiveness that I was kind of alluding to in the intro. We haven't really had the close competitive match that I mentioned. We've had 2 straight flat-out knockouts and 2 TKO finishes. So we've either had straight convincing fashion win or just absolute obliteration, mutilation, annihilation, that kind of stuff. Anything that ends with "un", apparently. That's how it usually works. Now we've got Shazam and the movie guys. I am very confident that this will be the match that can finally present that jaw-dropping, absolute, drag-out fight, but let's hope they don't fight kind of match. Paul Preston really came on strong in the singles tournament and really showed that he knows a lot of stuff, whether it be during the free-for-all, his first team match when they played Inky in the Brain, and his other singles matches, as I alluded to. Brendan Meyer and William the Beast Bibiani also made very known how good they have played. Obviously, William Bibiani will be playing in the finals of the Ultimate Singles Schmoedown at the Spectacular, although if had it not been for unfortunate circumstances, that tournament would have already been done. So we can't really say that he won or lost because that match ain't happened yet. So, Paul Preston, William the Beast Bibiani, and the Kid Brendan Meyer have not only played recently, they've played often. The X factor here now is Paul Preston's partner, the Triple P, Adam Witt. He has only played 2 times this year, which would be the free-for-all in limited time, and in the team match where the movie guys played Inky in the Brain. Going to be interesting to see how he fares and how he holds up compared to the other 3 players that have played early and often throughout the season. If you had to make me pick a winner here, I guess simply because we know Bibiani's going to be at the Spectacular, I'd really like to see the movie guys make a decent run here. I'd like to see them go a distance because I like the team in general. I don't like the entrance thing they come out to. I've made that clear over and over and over and over again that Paul Preston has played, but be that as it may, maybe they'll change the theme this time. Probably not, though. They kind of made that a habit of them coming out to that, and I just go, ugh. No offense, but just not into that song. I don't get why. So I'll root deep down for the movie guys to win, and hopefully if they do win, they just won't play the song afterwards. Gonna be a very close competitive match. I think this can pretty much, you could flip a coin and probably decide who's going to win here. But we're going to be watching the match to find out who is going to win. We don't need to flip coins in order to find out who's going to win, although I do like flipping coins. It's kind of a habit pet peeve of mine. So without further ado, let's do this in 3, 2, and uno.
Yo, man, what are we doing here?
Oh.
Kalinowski works here.
Kalinowski works here.
Yeah, he dresses up like Woody from Toy Story. It's like his side job.
So?
So we're gonna find him, and we're gonna give him a wedgie in front of all these people.
We're gonna
talking
kick his
mental
ass.
warfare. Get inside his head early, all right? Come on.
It was nice to see that clip again. A lot of us have probably seen that on the Facebook page. Shazam! Shazam! And the movie guys.
Hello,
Are they doing the Baywatch run?
to the movie.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Emma. Oh.
Tell us it is the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Edition, and you know we bring
Again.
to announce on the desk
It's the
from time to
Teams
time.
Edition again and again.
She's here in the building.
Thank
How are
you.
you, Emma?
I'm just great, Mark. I love these tournament matches. They're so fun.
They're
it's
fun,
everybody-
and most of them have
there's
been
a nice
bloody
sense of
so far.
competition in everyone. We like to keep it mostly friendly, and it's a good old time.
I sense a spirit of competition that's going to be up there on the stage, but amongst us, I sense a vacationing duo that is just having a margarita pina colada. We didn't coordinate this, folks. It's just how we show up naturally.
At least you didn't come out wearing the same thing.
The hive mind here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. One day, Jen Sturger and I showed up wearing the exact same pants, so it is a real thing.
That's what happens.
Oh,
around
dear.
the studio, which is located in Cedar Rapids. However, in mine, Emma and I are in the Bahamas. What a matchup we have here today. Like I said, it's a tournament. It's the Ultimate Schmoedown. The loser goes home. The winning team moves on. It is Shazam versus the movie.
Well, I think they'll all go home eventually because most of them probably live there. In LA, I mean. I think they should all be able to go home eventually.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, Paul Preston.
If you win, you can't leave. That's just appalling.
I mean, he stole more points than I think, he's certainly up there with people stealing the largest amount of points in round 2 in all of Movie Trivia Schmoedown history. And I think that people kind of underestimate the movie guys in general because, as you say, the name, not the most original.
No, they can answer questions as well as they can get a punch on a GNC frequent buyer card. When you go to Shazam, you're looking at...
Gotta have them vitamins and supplements.
Here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Shazam!
Shazam! And the kid, I mean, they really went toe-to-toe at...
I saw me.
Live in downtown Los Angeles earlier.
I saw me again.
Venue. I think that they had an appreciation for each other.
And they just applauded me.
Into one hell of a team.
Yeah, I think that that's absolutely true.
Oh.
Somebody who,
Oh, they did my move.
He's competed with a number of different partners. He was working with Whitney Seibold, and then in the Anarchy tournament, he found himself paired with one mighty.
Oh, we got
Matt
Ticker.
Ghost,
Boop, boop, boop.
and
Bow
I
down
was
to
the manager.
JTH.
And
You don't
they
have to
had
do
a
that.
Great,
Don't
first
listen
round,
to the
and just
ticker.
Couldn't get past that second one. So I think that William Bibiani is really hungry to prove himself here in the teams tournament, particularly with a young star like he has in Brendan Meyer.
It's an international affair, and we're going to hear from Shazam.
It's an international affair.
All right, here we are, round 1, teams tournament.
I wouldn't be able to do that. My camera would drown out the volume.
And your winner, Shazam is our name, and we are back.
Schmoedowns is our game.
Schmoedown's our game.
Schmoedown is our game. That was smooth. That was smooth. That was
Great start.
That was awesome.
Shazam.
Take
That's
2.
A strong 1-0 start.
And it's really great to have a good time playing the game, not worry about these nonsense intimidation tactics.
Sorry, I believe the answer you're looking for is White Squall.
Oh, no.
we get that.
I mean, we wanted real Disney questions. Wait, Disney's been around for 50 years. They pick Emperor's New Groove. Come on, no, we're not done. Look, was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No.
Yes.
We'll be back.
I forgot about that one.
Yes, they are guys, self-described.
Right now, Paul has been playing so well in the singles league. He has kind of become the face of the movie guys as far as the Schmoedown goes. By no means, we don't look past anyone, but we're really not looking past these guys. This could be a tough one.
We're going to keep this real nice and pleasant.
They seem like pleasant fellows, and so why?
I'm sure they wish us well as well. I'm sure they wouldn't say or, God forbid, sing anything negative.
Sure, they would never sing something.
Something antagonistic or cruel. No, they're I'm sure they're nice guys.
Of course not.
I'm sure they wouldn't sing, period.
Through the mist, through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows, it's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer and you're there at the drawbridge of a castle, and there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast, he's got fangs, razor sharp ones, massive paws, killer claws for the feed. Hear him roar, see him foam, but we're not coming home until he's dead. Good and dead. Kill the beast.
He's a baritone. Didn't see that coming, did you? That's not the last of the surprises today, my friend.
Well done. Well done. I'm turning my chair. If this was the voice, I'm turning my chair.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I don't either. So it's time to take some action, boys. It's time to follow me.
All right, well, that's the confidence you would expect from the movie guys. And with Shazam, I enjoy watching them play off each other.
I'm back.
He's just so plucky. He just hopes he gets his allowance again this week.
I know, it's so true.
You know, him and Bibiani, when you talk about team chemistry, it's going to be a question as to who complements each other's strengths more, because I feel like with Shazam, I see a lot of diversity of knowledge with movie guys. I still need to see a little bit more of that. Which categories are you good at? Do you have a breadth of knowledge, or is it a few specific categories?
Well, we did see that they definitely know all of the words to "Kill the Beast" from Beauty and the Beast there, and are trying
It's
to
the
start
mob
Schmoedown,
song.
the musical, which I'm honestly okay with. I think we should do a musical episode of the Schmoedown, just like not like a music. I don't mean. I mean, it could be questions about musicals, but we can just sing the whole thing. Anyway, movie guys, let's talk later.
That sounds like a Patreon tier, and I would love that shoot day because I get to stay home. Can't carry a tune at all. When you look at the tail of the tape, the movie guys, they're very good at action films, directors, and like we said, knowing the difference between whey and plant protein. With Shazam, they are very good at adult movies, kid movies.
Still not sure about that Impossible Whopper, though.
Look at that. They're
Oh,
really
they
good
are.
at both.
Yeah,
Really
they got all
good
their bases covered.
Coming of age movies, William remembers them. One
Coming
day
of age
Brendan Meyer
movies
will
and
experience them.
geriatric films.
We are about ready to get going here at the desk because Emma and I have a basket weaving lesson at 4,
true.
and then we have Water Olympics at 5, and we can't miss the early bird buffet, and then we have to get back on the cruise ship. So Emma, are you ready to go?
Man,
I'm ready, Mark. I'm ready to get to our
all the
margaritas.
It's
tropical
time for the movie
puns.
Trivia Schmoedown.
Yay! All them tropical puns would just drive me insane.
Introducing first.
It's back.
Of 0 and 1.
I'm covering my heads while wearing headphones. That obviously will not work.
The movie guy.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. I get it. The answer is Muppets Most Wanted.
Carradine and Chase to present a cease and desist order to Williamsford Bibiani and Brendan Forth Meyer for misuse of intellectual property on behalf of Marvel, Filmation, and TV's Gomer Pyle for the use of the catchphrase Shazam! Consider yourself served.
All right. Well, you
All
can serve papers and
Well, actually,
I guess Paul Preston is
Captain Marvel was Captain Marvel in the DC first, although technically DC did not own it. And then, Captain Marvel made their own Captain Marvel, and then DC bought the rights to the original Captain Marvel character, and Marvel said, oh, you can't use that, so they just, watch the documentaries.
They are Shazam!
Boom. Oh, wasn't expecting they were going to do that.
Summoned by Lightning himself, and this is just William Bibiani.
just William Bibiani. And William Bibiani seems to have quite the range of superpowers over the course of his Schmoedown career.
Oh, what strength he just showed.
And there he is, rejecting the chair.
He is pushing the chair.
Denied.
Does enjoy
Your chair denied.
now that I believe we have the team set to go,
I guess
I'm
so.
going to read the rules of round number 1. In round number 1, this is the team format, so although every point you accrue is for
Aren't we missing somebody?
one is an individual exercise.
Yoo-hoo!
Questions from
Aren't we
8
missing someone?
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Galaxy. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty.
Am I missing something here?
There is no steal
Besides
in round
this,
number 1. So
in
choose your
here,
question. Please write down
I've
your
known I
answer
haven't had that,
and
but
answer on the whiteboard in front of you.
no.
15 seconds to do so.
Mark.
Once we address you by name, please show
We've
where you are on
forgotten
the whiteboard
someone.
to your camera at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone. Each team has 3 usages.
Well,
of
we'll
the
see where this is
JTH
going.
throughout the duration of the match. That is if you didn't hear a question right, you need it repeated, you need to buy yourself some more time, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used throughout the duration of the match. Feels like we're, you know what, movie guys, are y'all ready to go?
Hey, we're here to kick ass and quote movies.
Are you an actual lawyer?
I'm pre-law.
I thought you were pre-med.
What's the difference?
And we're all out of movie quotes.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Better hope
they
that's
seem
not on the wheel and
prepared.
you don't spin it then.
William, are you sure you're ready to go?
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Did I leave the gas on? Did the lights on in the garage? The kid!
Ah! It's a Home Alone gag.
The kid is here. The kid is here.
Ah.
Okay.
All
The
right.
kid. Oh, he
Yeah.
forgot.
Hey,
He forgot his teammate.
I did suggest they should do a run into the building screaming. Actually, I did the whole running out of the building screaming because they were at the wrong building. So,
Without company.
so I will slightly take credit for that.
Oh, angels
right.
with the filthiest souls.
Well, I will give this for
Right.
William Bibiani. He's a lot quicker at recovering his child than Catherine O'Hara and John Hurtwood.
That's very true.
Ah,
All right, so we.
They did it
are
so
actually
bad, they
going
did it
to revert
twice.
The rules from wherever apartment you were.
and then they smartened up, so then they just did a new family.
And we are about to get the Schmoedown ready. William and the kid, now that you're both here, are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
All right.
All right, Emma Fife will be asking the first question.
Question number 1 of 8 here in round number 1, unless somebody should score a perfect round, at which point they will be awarded a bonus question. Question number 1, category of animated.
Oh, yay.
Annie Potts voices which character in the Toy Story franchise?
Yay. I'm going to start out 1 for 1.
Where tropical, you've been on a cruise ship. I have not.
I've been to Hawaii, but I have never been on a cruise.
I have some friends, Johnny LaCoste, Steve Simone. They performed.
Before I flew out to LA, the most west I had been was Baltimore.
Pens down.
Bo
William,
Peep.
going to you first.
Bo Peep.
It is Bo Peep.
Which is sad if you think about it.
It is
Yes,
you.
it is you.
Little Bo Peep.
That is correct
We
for
will
1
accept
point.
Little Bo Peep.
She is little. She's a little toy.
We
We
can
can
see it,
see,
but
yeah.
if that's as hard as you can write, we want to get you a new pen as well. Does Paul have?
Well,
it?
he's exhausted. You just give him time to
Tie game.
catch his breath, and then I'm sure. Oh, and here's to a good match. Cheers.
All right, we move on to question number 2. This is in the world of dramas. Dramas in your question.
Ah, there goes my perfect game.
Betsy, the object of Travis Bickle's obsession in the 1976 film Taxi Driver.
Now, I have been in a taxi once or twice. You know, we were discussing having been to tropical locations, but I've never driven a taxi.
You just keep throwing your bank account in my face. 5,
That's right.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, no. There goes my perfect game.
Hands down. Movie guys, go first.
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Shepherd it is.
Sybil Shepherd.
Kid had it.
Sybil Shepherd.
All
I do
right.
recognize the name.
Shepherd.
He does have Sybil Shepherd,
He does
does?
indeed.
Sybil Shepherd.
There we are. 2 points all the way around. And for your third question,
Except
we go
this
to,
guy.
She's been in a taxi before, the highfalutin Emma Fife.
That's correct. And your category here is the highfalutin category of directors.
Oh, dear.
What was the first collaboration between Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro?
You know, Emma, some people still take unicycles.
I don't know those people. I'd like to meet them.
I want to see, like, the bird scooter, but with unicycles. And
With
see if anybody
unicycle-
takes them up on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Pens down, going
I
down
would
first,
have
the
thought.
child.
Mean Streets.
That is
It is
correct.
Mean
It
Streets.
is indeed
Mean
Mean
Streets.
Streets.
Mean Streets.
All
Mean
right.
Streets.
Mean Streets.
We got Mean Streets.
This is home.
We got Mean Streets, we got Bean Streets, we got Stream Beans,
All
and
right, action adventure film.
nothing. We got nothing.
A non-Scorsese question. No.
Keep going.
Yeah.
In the world of action adventure, your next query is: John Sturges directed Steve McQueen and James Garner in what film about prisoners escaping a Nazi prison camp? Everybody writes down so diligently.
It's true. Well,
They
you know,
all seem to know the answer.
I mean, we'll see when they turn their
Figure it out in
whiteboards
5,
around.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it The Great Escape?
Great Escape.
It is The Great
Great
Escape.
Woo!
I actually got it wrong.
Bibiani does not have it, does Adam.
Oh
He
no!
doesn't. That was the other one.
Adam, sir?
The sequel to the pretty good Escape, The Great Escape.
The Great Escape it is.
It's true.
Great Escape.
The Great Escape.
Great Escape.
You good, Bibbs, you good? All right.
Not to
Wow.
I
be
can't believe I got that
confused with
right.
the delicious restaurant in the mall, the Steak Escape.
Is it delicious?
It's fantastic.
I have not had that.
Anything
one.
involving steak is
Yeah.
delicious.
Really?
You want to know why?
I know you're
Red
to
meat.
Morton Steakhouse, but some of us have to unicycle to the Steak Escape.
I will take your word
Not a
for
lot of
it.
prison-themed fooderies, really.
It's true. All right. Question number 5. Category is fantasy sci-fi. What Jim Henson directed film takes place in the realm of Thra?
You know, feels like they just gave up on that
They're
name.
like, we're just gonna throw some
Yeah.
consonants
It's like-
together and
it's
put
like-
a vowel on the end of
It's
it.
like you had a syllable.
Well, it's one of two. It's either the Dark Crystal or Labyrinth.
3,
And
2,
I'm going to say it's the Dark
One.
Crystal.
pens down William.
The Dark Crystal?
It is
That
the
is
Dark
correct.
Crystal. Does Adam have it?
Should have stuck with my first thing I wrote down.
No,
Labyrinth.
it's
Labyrinth.
not.
No.
Labyrinth.
Between the two of them.
Oh,
fact-
Where'd you go?
The
Where'd you go?
kid in
Dark
Labyrinth.
Crystal.
The
That's
Dark
correct.
Crystal.
Yeah, Labyrinth. Yeah, Labyrinth takes place in a labyrinth.
Yes, it
actually,
does.
the title of the film.
That is very accurate.
Well, it could
That
take
reminds
place
us,
in a
Country
planet.
Popular, You do not need to slam your whiteboard on the table in order for us to see it.
Yeah.
Take that, Mark.
Your next category
I
is
do what I
new
want.
Releases. New releases, and your question is
Movies that I might have seen.
the 2 leads of the 2018 film Night School. I remember hearing about.
I thought that movie came out this year.
Go to
Yeah.
school at night when you're a kid, and I remember thinking that sounds like a great alternative to
to
waking
daytime
up at
school.
6:30.
Yeah.
5, 4.
Could you repeat the question?
I certainly can. That is one
Thank you.
JTE rule for the movie.
Night School was a 2018 film? I could have swore that came out this year.
2018
Has it
film.
really been a year already?
You okay getting up in the morning? You a morning person?
Not really.
I could have swore it came out this summer.
Like to sleep in?
I do like to sleep in. I'm a little bit of a night owl.
Either that or time has certainly flew this year.
3,
Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish.
1. Pens down. We are going to you first, Adam. Use the JT rule. Did you catch it?
Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart?
Nailed it.
That's it.
Same. I have the same.
The kid got it.
Yeah,
Look at how
also-
he dangles the
Kevin Hart,
whiteboard.
Tiffany Haddish.
Listen, he follows
Tiffany Haddish
directions.
and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate Brett.
I shall have to look that up. I could have swore that came out this year.
Slam your whiteboard on the table. He
Yeah.
he had a very clear dangle,
That's
as if
right.
to say, "Hey, I listened."
It's like Paul Preston has to
Dangle.
acknowledge that he worked on lats.
It's
this
true.
morning.
Yeah. All right. Question
Lats. What are
number
lats?
7 in round 1, category of horror /
Oh
thriller.
dear.
Which actress starred in M. Night Shyamalan's films The Village and Lady in the Water?
Hmm.
Say his
I don't even know.
I would say that a lot of people would disagree with
No,
you on
no,
that.
those are his best 2
That's
movies.
his magnum opus, right
According
there.
to anybody on the street.
It's actually a cinematic
5,
universe.
4,
Had to go there.
1. Pens down. Going to you first, the kid.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
That is correct.
Got all 3 names in the correct
Dallas
order,
Howard.
as did
Yes.
Paul Preston.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Nailed it.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
And
All right.
leading the quartet. All right. Last question. Patreon question. And this comes to us from Mr. Michael Campbell. How about a
Michael
hand for him?
Campbell. Hello.
Michael Campbell. Oh, and boy, Michael Campbell doing me a favor here today. Michael Campbell, one of our many Movie Trivia Schmoedown patrons. Thank you for all the work that Emma Fife does for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown patron.
Yes,
If you want
thank you,
to check
Emma.
it out, select which tier is right for you today. Maybe one day I'll say your name in a future broadcast. Michael Campbell wanted a question in the category of, what do you think, crowd? You guessed it, comedies.
Why are they all picking comedies? I don't make
And
all
his
my
question.
questions comedies.
Which 2012 found footage comedy depicts an epic birthday party that goes off the rails? Paul Preston. It's just been brought to my attention.
Yes.
Throwing a perfect game so far.
So far.
That's right.
Remains to be seen.
See,
Is that bonus
got
question in
5,
his future?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Adam.
Super surprise.
The movie guys, Paul Preston for a perfect game.
21 and over?
Incorrect.
Not 21
Does
and
Bibiani
over.
have
Project X.
It
That
is
is
Project
correct.
X.
Project X.
And it doesn't appear that Adam has it.
No, I just made up a name. Super Party.
Hey,
Yeah, we almost had the same thing.
That's the most unbelievable name I've
more
ever heard.
descriptive title than Project X.
And now the kid to take the lead.
Project X.
He got it.
Wow, that was a turn of events.
Taking the lead.
God, what a...
And just like that, we thought we might have a bonus question asked to just Paul Preston. And instead, Shazam takes a 1.
Did not see that one coming. But the first round, I'm very happy to see a first round that competitive.
Others' knowledge to come up with what they hope is correct answer.
I feel like we've been missing that so far.
The wheel round. The wheel has emerged. You're going to see 10 different categories from 10 different corners of movie trivia, Schmoedown, know-how, in addition to what every competitor hopes to spin spinner's choice and fan favorite opponent's choice. Each question, once you settle on a genre, is worth 2 points. You get 6 questions in total. If you're not sure of the answer, you ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, teams and competitors, there is stealing available in round number 2. So with that, Shazam, you are enjoying a 1-point lead. Would you like to spin, or would you like to defer to your not well-dressed opponents? They're going to defer to the movie
Not
guy.
well dressed.
And it's going to be
Well, what do you think about this shirt then? Am I not well dressed, Mark?
Wheel, he can go pegs.
Stereotyping.
It's the Wild
Oh wait,
West
no.
wheel.
You probably think this is well dressed because it's Star Wars.
All right, there's that spin, and he hits directors.
It's a hard stop on directors.
It went.
All right. It cost them some gas station sunglasses, but they have.
Oh dear, they're now out $2.
Directors. 6 questions from the world of directors. These
Great.
will be
Nothing I'm gonna get right. So I'll just sit back and watch and go.
Again, teams you can confer on each.
Ah,
and
yes.
every
All right.
Of course.
Question
I should have
number
known
1,
that.
Category of directors. Who directed the remakes of Cheaper by the Dozen and The Pink Panther? No, The Pink.
Sean Levy.
That is correct for 2 points.
There it is.
2 points.
Big Steve Martin honk, apparently.
Right. Question number 2. After directing Return of the Jedi, Richard Marquand went on to make what 1985 thriller starring Glenn Close and Jeff Bridges?
Jagged Edge.
Correct for 2 points.
Yes, it is.
It took it as a
Crap,
sign
I
that
never said I was gonna do
sunglasses
this.
Getting knocked off the head meant they should stay on
Fun
directors.
fact,
and
Jagged Edge and Return of the Jedi have the exact same ending.
Ewok Party.
Same exact one.
Direct anything else, but that's a very
Yeah.
good reason to not.
Tiny. Everyone loves tiny bears that are also cannibals. Okay. Next question. Who directed Ansel Elgort, Jamie Foxx, and Lily James in 2017's Driver?
Edgar Wright.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah, I should have known that.
All
I've
right.
only heard it enough
Question number
times in the
4.
last couple years.
Who directed Al Pacino to an Oscar win in Scent of a Woman?
Martin Brest.
That is correct again for 2 points.
Wanted to
That
see
is
Scent
correct.
of a Woman,
And
so I
Emma,
went and
all
got
the
her a
Christian
fish
Hall
called
from the studio
Wanda.
today, He could have done his Al Pacino impression for all of us.
Too bad he's
Wow.
nowhere to be found. He's at the old studio. in,
Hooah!
He got
Portland,
confused.
Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Final question,
I heard something.
movie guys.
That's
In
it. The
round number
penultimate
2.
question.
Penultimate question.
Penultimate.
Yes, penultimate, not your ultimate question.
Not your ultimate question just yet.
Just not quite yet. What legendary filmmaker directed the 1958 crime drama Touch of
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles.
That is correct.
Yay!
The movie guy's running ramshackle through the director's category.
Schmoedown has done wonders for my actual classics
It
knowledge.
is their ultimate question.
It's taken it
or
from
final question.
none
Penultimate
to barely
question.
know
Okay,
stuff.
anyway.
But
Final
it's a
question.
positive.
What was the directorial debut of Christopher McQuarrie?
Living in the Quarry? I don't know. Never know.
It's, yeah, feature film.
Feature film debut.
Yes, I'm sure he made
5,
some great short films
4.
in college.
Way of the Gun.
Correct
Wow.
for 2 points.
Never heard of it.
That's how you do
I know.
Schmoedown round 2 right there, Emma.
I mean, and it seems that their decision to keep that category was entirely based off of the fact that Paul Preston had his sunglasses knocked off his head, but maybe it
right.
truly is good luck.
And it was like they were considering it for a minute, and they spin 90s
I'll
movies.
take it.
90s movies.
Okay,
How
so
confident do you feel?
Brendan Meyer may be alive in the 90s. Unclear.
Maybe.
We'll take it.
They're going to
taking
take it. All right.
There was
I
some
can
discussion.
confirm I was alive during all the years in that decade.
All right.
All right.
Which probably means I've seen 0.25% of the movies made in that
So
decade.
Shazam has settled on 90s movies for their 6th question.
Let's see how many of these movies I've seen.
First query. In 1995's Casper, which of the 4 main Ghostbusters actors has a cameo as his character from the Ghostbusters franchise?
Go multiple choice. That'll narrow it.
Of course,
Ah,
Dan
I wanted to get a
Aykroyd.
multiple
Dan
choice so it would narrow down the options.
certainly does.
Sure.
Shazam cuts the lead to single digits. They trail the movie guys by 9. They have 5 questions remaining. In the world of 90s movies, Jonathan Taylor Thomas starred in which 1998 film named after a popular Christmas song?
I'll be home for Christmas.
Just
Not a very good film.
Yes, you
That's
will.
correct.
Yes, you will.
Yes,
Is that
you
a
will.
threat?
They say in Canada, I'll be home for Boxing Day.
They have Christmas in Canada too.
No, it's just Boxing Day.
They skip actual getting of
They-
presents and they just box up
Just
stuff in their
celebrate
home.
December 26th. Your next question.
How
In
cruel.
the world of 1990s films, what actor stars in the film The Hard Way as a pampered Hollywood star posing as a cop to research a role?
That was really what it was. Is the cops heard that somebody was impersonating them, and so they wanted to show up to the
They
studio.
decided to
Yeah.
run right over here.
Yeah.
If that movie came out today, it'd be based on a true story.
Multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Michael J. Fox, B, Robert Downey Jr., C, Thomas Howell, or D, David Duchovny?
Michael J. Fox.
1 point for Shazam.
I thought it was Charlie Sheen.
And we find ourselves in this situation, Emma. They have 3 questions left in the world of the 90s. Should they get them all correct in the 2-point version of the question, we're going to be tied going into round number 3, but that is quite a tall order. Your next question.
Please get them all right, just to make this fun and interesting.
Franchise actor plays drug dealer Rashad Jackson in Paul Thomas Anderson's Boogie Nights.
Alfred Molina. Sorry.
They said it at the
They
same
sure
time,
did.
and they are correct. It is
A
Alfred
drug
Molina.
dealer. He's a drug dealer in that movie, and then he's a black
He seems like a nice job.
black market guy in Ralph Breaks the Internet.
1994 film.
Similarities.
Joe Pesci play a homeless man who offers life advice to a college student.
With honors?
2 more points for Shazam.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That used on cable a lot.
Will Smith.
And they have
With
more
honors.
than 2
Best of the best of the
movie guys.
best.
The movie
Sir.
guys can do nothing but sit back and look like they're waiting for their tea time at Top Golf.
Why don't they just
One
play
more
at a real
question
golf
in the
course?
world of
Why don't they come to the one I work at?
What 90s comedy drama features an ensemble cast which includes Vanessa Williams, Vivica A. Fox, and Neil Long? Is going to give them a tie.
It's true. But
Check to one with
one.
multiple choice.
Soul Food.
They got
Correct.
the tie.
There it is.
And we are going in
Wow.
to round number 3, all square at 25. This is a lot of points for 2 rounds of competition.
True.
Interesting.
But I mean, what do you expect? You know, you've got somebody like William the Beast Bibiani, who's obviously a legendary competitor here in the Schmoedown. Everyone's
He's a legend.
with Brendan the Kid Meyer so far, and the movie guys, you know, turns
They're
out
there.
They know something about movies. It's in their team name.
They do know something about movies. We are tied at 25. We
Well,
could be
that's
looking
a
at
relief.
overtime, which I hope doesn't happen because in
Oh.
15 minutes, Em and I have a tango lesson. Here's how round number 3 works. Each team is going to give
Does
us
it go like
series of
this?
numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20.
No,
Each
that's,
number
I guess that's a
corresponds to
hula.
different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how.
What's
The first question the team receives is worth
what
2
is a
points.
tango?
First 3 points. The last one, should we make it that far, is worth
Guessing
5
it's
points.
not something Will
Here's
Smith's
the
ever done.
wrinkle. As soon as we tell you the category for your 2-point question, the
Takes
team
2 to tango.
must decide who is going to answer
So I
the
wonder
question.
what it actually
It's
is.
a sole exercise for the 2-point or the 3-point. The team may only confer with the 2 members.
I'll be thinking about that for the rest of the day.
Question. So, movie guys, I read a lot of the rules looking at your direction, but I'm actually going to go over to Shazam for your numbers first, because you can give us 1 to 20 right now. 1, 9, and 4.
Yeah.
All right, and
Interesting
movie guys,
order.
what feels like
Interesting numbers. Okay, good.
just numbers, boys.
Okay. So our first number is 8.
Okay.
That's,
What?
so you're doing math to figure out your answers?
And then 2 and then 6.
Then 2 and then
Okay.
6.
Oh, okay.
8
Crisis averted.
and 6. Here's how it's going to run. Emma's going to be asking the movie guys your series of questions. I'll be handling Shazam's query duties. So, Emma, the movie guys selected number 8. What's their category?
Your category is going to be Oscar movies.
All right, Paul.
Oscar movies.
I don't know if I should refer to them as their real names, or Bree is
All
going
right.
to take this one.
Brie Larson's going to be taking this one.
Bree
All right.
will take this one.
The question is, in the category of Oscar movies, who won Best Supporting Actor for their role in The Godfather Part 2?
Robert De Niro.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right. Movie guys taking a 2-point lead over Shazam, and now it is Shazam's turn to possibly
Hoorah!
tie the match.
Wait, no, that's
This one's
Pacino.
number 1, and that corresponds to the category of comic book movies. Will it be man or child fielding the question?
Okay, I'll do it.
I mean, you're both wearing a Shazam logo.
I know, right?
Comic book movies, William. Your question is, who played Arthur's mother in Aquaman?
Nicole Kidman.
2 points.
Correct. All right.
All right, Emma, back to you. What number did the movie guys select for
Movie
the 3-point question?
guys, you selected for your 3-point question category number 2, which corresponds to the category of biopics. Biopics. For 3 points, what 2008 film stars Donnie Yen as a Wing Chun martial artist master who heroically takes a stand for the Chinese people during the Japanese invasion of 1937? That is correct for 3 points.
Oh. I was gonna say 47 Rowan, but I didn't think that was right.
Great damn movie.
All right, we pivot back over to Shazam to see if they can get their 3-point question. This is going to be asked to Brendan the Kid Meyer, and Brendan the Kid Meyer alone. You all selected number 9, and that corresponds to the world of the 2000s. So you had the 90s. This would be the next decade.
Oh. Thanks for the info.
And your question. Who plays Sean's stepdad, Philip, in Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead?
Oh dear. That face kind of said it all.
Okay,
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
You want to repeat the question? Sure. All right. World of the 2000s. Who plays Sean's stepdad, Philip, in Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
2 JTH Girls Mania. That was just their first one.
Go to 5, 4, 3, 2.
Jim Broadbent.
That is incorrect. Looking for Bill Nye.
Oh.
Bill
Bill Nye, the not science guy. Bill.
So with that, we are
Bill.
gonna stay
Bill.
with Shazam's side of the table, because now the onus is on Shazam to hit their 5-point question to continue the match. For 5 points, if you get it right, you get a 2-point lead over the movie guys for now. If you get it wrong, then the movie guys will be advancing in the Ultimate Schmoedown team. number 4 corresponds to the category of horror movies.
How fitting.
And
Take it away, Bibbs.
you may confer with your teammates on this one.
Though you
What
probably won't need to.
was the name of the demon that possessed Reagan in The Exorcist?
Pazuzu.
Sounds like delicious pizza. It's actually
Sounds like a kazoo.
5 points.
All right.
And Emma, with that, I guess we're going home.
We are. We're out of here. No, we are going back over to the movie
That's right.
guys who still have a chance to win this game.
God
should they
bless.
answer their 5-point question correctly. So it comes down to this. You have selected category number 6 for your 5-point question, and that is the category of Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron.
Or Theron, depending on
5
what
points.
side of the U.S. you live in.
For what film did Charlize Theron receive her 2nd Oscar nomination? 2nd Oscar nomination.
It's in the win. Movie guys conferring. Very well played match. I mean, you look at the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
Other stuff.
I mean,
5,
no matter what.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. For what film did Charlize Theron receive her 2nd Oscar nomination?
Movie guys have 1 JTH
Oh,
left.
boy.
If they wanna use it. It's the end of the road either way.
I mean, there's no
No
reason not to. No looking back.
No reason to keep that timeout in your pocket.
4, 3.
Could you repeat the question?
Yep, I sure
Last
can.
JTE
This
roll.
is it. For what film did Charlize Theron receive her 2nd Oscar nomination?
And we move to 5, 4, 3, 2.
Young adult.
And your winner, Shazam! Moving on, North Country.
North Country. Well, at least it wasn't North. Because,
my,
wow, that's a bad
It
movie.
came right down to the wire.
It
Those
really
are the
did.
kind of matches we love, especially in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, once again, in any other matchup, the movie guys with a score of 30 could have
Oh,
very easily been
What's going
victorious
crazy?
here. Just
Ah!
so happens that things
He's
ended up
doing a
going
JTH.
Shazam's way.
They went Shazam's way this one, and I really thought Shazam might have been dead in the water because Shazam had a miss there.
They
and
sure
then you force
did.
it over to the movie guys, and you know, half of my brain is thinking, well, we're definitely not going to overtime now. It's all going to be settled here in round number 3. And the movie guys, sometimes you know that Oscar knowledge, and sometimes you think about the ceremony, think about who was given what speech when, and who was nominated for what, and it all came down to Charlize
And
Theron.
who was dancing to Seth MacFarlane's songs.
But it's very good.
Yes.
And it just wasn't at the front of the movie guys' brain.
It certainly
Shazam
wasn't. Yes.
is going to be moving on in the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams tournament. But as far as the movie guys go, not the end of the line for them at all. I think that we're going to see a lot more of Paul and Adam around these parts. There's going to be a lot more protein powder in the kitchen of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown
That's true,
studios.
because the powder keg is in reference to a keg. of
Jason
protein
Garrett
powder,
clap.
Not
Dynamite.
explosives.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is probably safer
That's,
Given the
I
option.
support it. I support it.
of the two. And we are now going to throw it live to Jen Sturger, who has an interview with the losing team. Jen, take it away.
Thanks so much, guys. Movie guys. Oh, by the skin of their teeth, they beat you. Come on. I know you've got to be disappointed right now.
Well, listen, 62 points, right? That's nothing to be depressed about. 62 points is let's find out. Hit the stats. I want to see if 62 points has ever been scored.
We set some records today. We set records everywhere we go. So let's find out if this is a record, because we're record setters no matter what, win or lose.
Guys, I got one microphone. Calm down. Paul, you've had an amazing run, though, this season. I feel like you guys are just finding your stride here, and it's unfortunate that you're not going to get to continue forward in the tournament because you guys have really come
Yeah.
out and made a name for yourselves.
Yeah, especially because, Adam needed that redemption from the loss to Inky and the Brain, and he did it today. Great wheel spin, great answers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I worked on the wheel spin all week. I got one at home, and I just, it's all in the wrist, you know.
He needed his
Well,
help.
Vertical blinds, great.
But we're a little distracted. We got a lot going on. There's things going on in the movie guys outside of the Schmoedown. We're working on, we're starting something called the Smoke Festival. It's going to take place down in St. Bart's. Lou Bega's showing up. We got Third Eye Blind. We got Delamitri. A lot of big bands are coming out to this thing. And maybe we're focused a little too much on form.
I didn't hear a big band out of any of them.
Put that whole thing together. So maybe we should have been watching more movies. We got local stuff, too.
Yeah, we're actually doing a Blood Diamond pop-up, a fake diamond store. It's going to be nice. We're bringing in special guest DJ Mon Hansu, so it's going to be great.
None of that was at all offensive. So tough loss today, guys. Really looking forward to seeing what you bring next season. Please don't forget to clean up your protein powder because Thad's going to be pissed. All right? Back to you guys.
All right, the Smoke Fest.
Oh, and nice CM Punk shirt there, Jen.
Should already be attending.
Didn't think the wrestling fan in me would notice, but I did.
You look at what their landscape is. Obviously, the movie guys is a successful endeavor in their own right outside of the Schmoedown. I think that they're going to be a team to be feared in coming years here in the Schmoedown or individuals, depending on how next season unfolds. But we still have the rest of this season to determine a winner of the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Tournament, and that would be Shazam moving one step closer to that prize. And now we have an interview with Team Shazam with Jen Sturge.
Shazam!
Well, the movie guys may have been holding their breath. Shazam is breathing a huge sigh of relief right now. Oh my God.
I can't believe that we won that match. I mean, that was such an incredible performance by them. I expected them to be great, but that, I mean, what was it? 30 points is crazy. I mean, it was
one of the toughest matches I've ever played. They came to win, and they came this close, and I could see it in their eyes. They were debating which Charlize Theron movie to pick. I'm sure North Country was one of them. It just, ooh, that was close.
It goes to show that you just have to, sometimes it's just luck that gets you through when the teams league is this difficult, and this was so back and forth, little inches here and there. I mean, we had just little moments in every round where, you know, I remember in the first round I was between Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and I kind of just stuck with Labyrinth because it was my first thought, and I didn't want to wipe it off and do that thing. And then the second round so I mean, it's, yeah, I'm kind of rambling. It's crazy.
How are you?
So hyped up right now. I want you to breathe. Okay, do me a favor, breathe.
Caffeine. It does a body wonders.
Teaching a Lamaze class. That three-pointer. It's the name of these post interviews, man. It's all I do. It's my specialty. That three-pointer, I could tell you were beating yourself up that you didn't know. Could you just not pull it?
No, you know, I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead in a very, very long time. And this is one of the intricacies of the league. And it's something that I work on with studying is I've watched a lot of movies. But there's a lot of movies I watched before I was a fan of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. And so sometimes you don't remember every actor in it if you haven't gone back and looked at the IMDb. So, you know, Jim Broadbent, I think he's in another movie they did, but I don't know. I just, you know, I didn't know it.
If there's one thing I can say with confidence about everyone who plays the Schmoedown is that we've all seen a lot of movies. We've all seen thousands of movies. And sometimes it's just you haven't seen that one recently enough, and you have a little brain fart, and then it's fine. And then it worked out fine. It worked out fine. It was not a big deal.
Yeah.
Plus, there's something to be said about watching a movie for pure enjoyment versus watching a movie for studying purposes. Am I right?
I wouldn't even know what watching a movie for pure enjoyment is like anymore. I have been in this industry for so long. Every movie is studying for me. But yeah.
They have those. You just have to clear your cache when you're done with them.
It's tough. I mean, I kind of thought I'd lost us the match there. So it was definitely kind of a crazy reaction when we didn't make it. Because I mean, you feel that way when everybody else was getting the 2s and the 3s right. I mean, Adam and Paul were lights out. And so, yeah, when I was the one to miss, I thought, I cannot believe that this is how it goes. But
well, you pulled it out. Shazam lives to see another day, and your next opponent will be the odd couple. Thoughts?
We'll be fine. We'll try really, really hard, but yeah, those guys have never beat me, and now I got this guy, so I think I'm feeling really good about this. And listen, I like them fine. They're nice, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good.
My feeling is, I think that it'll be a close match. I think for me as someone who, you know, is a fan of the league, it'll be pretty cool to be up there with 3 people who have all been champions.
And Jeff Snyder.
Sorry, but I'm going to kick your ass.
Come here, man. I love playing against this guy.
I'm so excited.
I might even
do a theatrical entrance for that.
Oh, would you please? I'll help out if you want.
All right.
It is weird, but it's fun.
Holy fuck, that was terrifying.
Kids show.
Oh my God.
It was odd.
It's
on brand. That is on brand.
The only thing I want to add.
Who let this ravaged fan into the... Oh my God, I'm done. I have to send it to the desk. I'm going to pass out. Back to you guys.
Drago showing the quickness of a jungle cat.
I was going to comment about how happy Mark Andreyko was going to be about this matchup, but it seems that he was...
Should have done it in a little bit more slow motion there, Mark.
Running to the post-interview station like a kid running towards a tree on Christmas morning or Boxing Day morning if you live in Canada.
Enough with the Canada joke.
The movie guys were fantastic. Shazam is going to be moving on. Emma Fife, your quick thoughts about what we just saw.
Poor Canada, they get slammed enough.
I mean, I appreciate William Bibiani's confidence going into his match against the Odd Couple. I also do think that Brendan Meyer might want to...
The words were a frag of arrogance.
Trivia Schmoedown career, as he seemed to be a little out of breath in that post-game interview, but I mean... Bibiani, very confident that he can beat both Jeff Snyder and Mark Andreyko because he's done it in the past, not taking into account that the two of them might really want to beat him since they never have before.
Check out our Patreon and as well as our podcast wherever you enjoy listening to those things.
True, but
Mark Ellis,
can they?
Bibiani's words. Remember, kids, movies, they're not for enjoyment, they're for studying. We'll see you next time at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Well, I don't need to worry about that because I study and don't retain knowledge, so I just watch them for fun, and it seems like I can't watch many movies where I have fun anymore, so it's like, it's a lose-lose for JTH. So let's run everybody off. Thank you, Mark and Emma and Jen and Bibbs and Kid and Wit and Paul and Kaiser Roll and Smets, because I almost forgot that they were in the video at the beginning. So, fun match. That was great. We finally got a great match in the tournament. Took 5 matches to get there, but I'll be darned, we got competitiveness in Schmoedown. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. So, we've now got the Odd Couple and Shazam. That was pretty much the match that all parties kind of wanted. They all wanted to play each other, and now they're going to get it on, like Mills Lane would always say. And honestly, I have to be... I'm not really sure. If I had to go in, I probably would go in thinking Odd Couple, honestly. They've been a tough out, unless your name's the Shire Wolves. It's been really hard to beat them, or unless they get very broad sports categories as they did last year. So that's going to be a very fun match. Now we look forward to the next match, Crimson Fury versus the Loose Cannons. Kind of the dungeon corruption feud is now continuing with brand new players. I don't think these players have ever got it on in any facet before, so this is going to be an interesting match, fun match. Going to be fun to see how the new members of that same faction, banter and go at each other. Really looking forward to it. So that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. You can follow me on social media at WWEJTH1 and join and follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown. Become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. And you can find me hosting the Chokeslam Wrestling Debate on TMG Entertainment on usually every other week, bi-weekly, sometimes weekly, depending on how quick we can get matches out. But be there. I'm a average host. I'll be honest with that. Not too good. I'm very funny and don't know anything about the stuff that I'm really judging anymore, which is a shame. But that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm JTH. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you adieu.